Hi, welcome back to Girl Sesh. I'm Sam, your internet sesh buddy, and this is my mom.
Hey everyone.
This is a Mother's Day special. She's not going to be smoking today, but I'm going to give her some secondhand, so that's what we're doing. I will be smoking Happy. How's your guys' day going? We went to go eat. How, Mom? What did we eat?
We had her favorite, which is Rusty's Pizza.
And what kind of pizza do you have?
Hawaiian. She had a Hawaiian. I had the meat treat, something like that.
Creamy treat.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I love Hawaiian. I think pineapple belongs on pizza. But, okay. Let's talk about how wonderful it was to raise such an amazing daughter. Okay, Mom, tell them how I came about. How old were you and all that?
Well, I actually had her when I was 18 years old. Her dad and I kind of figured like what her name was going to be. Her dad wanted to call her Mary Jane, but
it would have been very fitting.
I decided to name her Samantha Sophia.
And here I am. Was it hard raising a little baby at 18?
It was, because I actually didn't know what I was doing. So I had to go with the flow and figure it out myself on how to raise her. And it was hard because, of course, had no vehicle, so I had to take her the stroller everywhere, and in emergencies. It was just hard, but managed to get it through, and here she is.
How was I growing up? Describe me from kindergarten to 5th grade. How would you describe how I was in that time period?
Actually, you know what? She's a little troublemaker. She definitely was. She was the tiniest little girl in her class, but she was a little troublemaker. She was the defender of kids that really were scared. I don't see her as a little bully, but she would defend actually kids from other bullies, and I had to go to the school all the time. I would get phone calls all the time. Samantha's in the office, come and get her. She would actually come home with dead frogs in her pocket. Every time, I don't know why this girl would have dead frogs in her pocket.
My mom's all putting me on blast.
So every time she came home when she was little, I would have to check her pockets to make sure there was no frogs.
I'm so dead. I really did bring frogs because, I would collect the frogs at my school because there'd be a bunch. And I wanted to keep them during lunchtime because I would get them at recess. And I'm like, I can't get them again at lunch because they don't come out at lunch. So I would have to get them at recess. So I thought, if I put these frogs in my pocket and I open it up a little bit, they have air to breathe. But they didn't have air to breathe, apparently. So I just killed a bunch of frogs because I wanted to play with them.
Yep. But yeah, other than that, she was a really, really good kid. She was a really good kid. Very smart. Really into books. This girl is a bookworm, and she still is.
I love reading.
But definitely, she was amazing in school. She did amazing in school.
Okay, what happened in high school? How was I in high school?
In high school, I thought you were doing good, but I could, I think about my high school days of what I hid from my parents. And I don't even want to know.
I wasn't all that great. Oh, okay. I want to ask you something. Was there ever a time where I came home and you knew I was high?
Yes.
No way. When?
Well, there's been several times
that
I knew.
Okay, when was one of the times?
One of the times is you were just sitting there, I think you were watching TV, but you were just sitting there watching TV. I'm like, Sammy, you need to come and eat. And you're just sitting there watching the TV. I'm like, Sammy, and I know you could hear me, but you still end up just watching. She was stuck on the TV. So yeah, I That's one sign.
I'm dead.
And then the second sign is when you did come and eat. You ate the whole thing.
I always thought I got away with it. I'm like, I'm so slick. They don't even know.
Little did you know.
But there was times where I was high and you guys had no idea. And I thought you guys were going to know. And you guys didn't. Did you know? I actually used to smoke in this room before I went to school. I used to have this thing. It was kind of shaped like a toilet paper roll, and you would blow into it, and it wouldn't have the smell of weed. It would have whatever, like, I don't know. It would smell good, basically, like an air freshener. So I would smoke that before I went to school.
Things I end up finding out.
Yeah, and you had no idea.
A little dramatic sometimes. But
Tell them why, mother. I'll tell them, actually. I would get in trouble for something tiny, like skipping a class. They would take my iPod, and there was a time where they took it. I'm not even kidding you guys, for like 2 years. 2 years. I didn't have a phone, iPod, nothing. I had nothing. And then I was lucky enough, one of you guys got an iPad or something, and I started using that to hit up my friends on Facebook Messenger or like text free, because I didn't have like a phone or nothing, and that was the only way I could like get a hold of people. I was all slouching this whole time. Yeah, that's what I would do, and it sucked. Mother, why would you punish me for so long?
you don't need to be in electronics all the time.
Well, electronics are running the world now, mother, so now I'm behind.
Yeah,
I hated
but
it.
But now you see how kids act when they have electronics and you take it away from them.
Yeah, but
it's like go back in the days.
That's
we
actually
didn't have no electronics.
Yeah.
We would play outside until it got dark.
You know, no shade to the people that do that, but like I literally agree with that, and I always tell my boyfriend, like, I do not want my kids to be stuck on like a phone or nothing or a tablet. That's one thing about my childhood, is I loved being on the computer. I loved being on the computer. And they would always tell me to go outside and play, and I'd be like, dude, no, I don't want to go. I want to be on the computer. But I'm so glad they did, because I loved being outside. That was so freaking fun. And now you rarely ever see a kid outside. Like, I can't even tell you the last time I seen a kid outside. Maybe like a few years ago. That's crazy. Okay, mother, how do you feel about me smoking? What are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on this?
Well, actually, I wouldn't encourage anybody to smoke.
Because I know someone's going to be like, why is her mom sitting there letting her smoke? I would never do that with my child. Someone's going to say something.
I wouldn't encourage it, but she's an adult. And she needs to make her own decisions. I could only guide her. I can't tell her what to do. She's going to learn her own.
This podcast right now, how do you feel about being on it?
I mean,
is this weird to you, this setup? How do you feel about this?
It's not weird. I mean, I've been like on TV, if you want to say. Before.
When have you been on TV, mother?
I have, actually. When I was younger.
Let me hear this.
We used to have, I used to be in the Quebradita club. So,
what's that?
That's actually like back in the day, dancing, like Mexican dancing.
Uh-huh.
That, now that they're bringing it back with the girls, dancing like with boots on, their hats and their belts and everything. I used to be like that back in the day, which we had a Quebradita club.
Okay, Mom.
Some of our friends and whatnot.
Yeah. So that's how you're on TV?
Yeah, because we used to go through a lot of places, and so we had like different clubs from different cities: Santa Barbara, Carpinteria, Santa Paula, Fillmore, Oxnard. So there are always people there, either the news people. And I remember back in the day, it was the Red Lion in Santa Barbara, so they called us to go and quote unquote perform. So we did. So went dancing, interviewed, and yep.
You were interviewed? I don't believe this. Do you have video?
Yeah, actually, my aunt has a video of it.
No way, Mom.
My
You
aunt-
need to ask
My
her.
aunt has a video of it, and we used to actually dance and compete and whatnot. We met a lot of people, a lot of different bands. I remember we got a trophy too.
Dang. Man, Mom, I need all of this for proof.
Yeah,
I need to see this.
yeah.
So you've been on TV. So that's why you say this is easy, because you've been on
It's
TV.
normal. It's been on it before.
I'm dead.
It's not my first rodeo. So.
I'm so dead. She's like, I've been there, done that. That's so funny. Dang, Mom, what else have you done in your life that's so crazy?
We're not going to talk about that. We're here for.
I don't know what else to say. I usually have more. Mother, do you have any last words? Do you have any last words?
No, because I think I'm going to go.
Mom, you're not looking at my gun. So, any real last words?
I don't have any.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. So this is the end. Thank you for watching Girl Sesh. This was my little Mother's Day special with my mom. Did you like it?
I did, baby.
Are you lying?
No, I liked it, baby.
You better be my likes, my comments. I better see you in
I'm
them.
our number one supporter.
Thank you for watching. This is Girl Sesh. I'm Sam, your internet sesh buddy. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye, y'all. Oxnard, we go to Fillmore, and we would freaking dance all the time and go to concerts, and it was crazy because you know how back in the days it used to be like breakdancing?
Yeah.
Like they battled by dancing?
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it was.
Mom, how am I supposed to remember this?
Because I told you guys.
No, you never have. Mom, I would have remembered if you told me something like that.
Yes.
No, I don't
And
remember.
it was, let me see, who was on there? It was,
His name dropping.
yeah, no, maybe not. But it was a lot of us. Let's just say that.
I'm dead. Mother, I don't remember this.
Yes, it was a lot of us.
I'm dead.
Kali was on there too. Your auntie. And even your uncle too. It was all
They
of
could
us.
back. They're your witness. They could back you up. They're credible.
Yes, go ask them. Go ask them.
We're really gonna ask them, y'all. We're really gonna ask them. Hold on. We're going to my aunt for proof. We're gonna get proof about this, so we're gonna find out. Ask Mom.
Weren't we on a quebradita before? You guys? Yeah. Yes. What was the name of the club?
Corazón Corazoncito.
Was she really recording it on TV?
She was. She thought she was a superstar.
She thought she was a super.
I even sang in a band.
No, you did not, Mom.
Yep.
She did. Let me hear you sing.